So stone retaining walls are a type of retaining wall system that utilizes any type of stone as the material that's being used to construct the wall with. Stone walls can be anything from a boulder retaining wall all the way down to a mortared stone wall, which is a type of retaining wall that adheres stone together with mortar, a concrete material, to create a wall. And depending upon which type of stone wall you create, you may need a reinforcement material to be installed with it, or you may not. It depends upon, again, there's a lot of different products that you can use, stone products. And depending on the size of the actual stone you're using or the amount of concrete you're putting in, that can change what your reinforcement needs are. Stone walls, oftentimes, when people refer to stone walls, are referring to dry stack stone. Some of those stone types can be like Fond du Lac or Chilton, and basically what they are is they're like 8-inch wide and with pieces of stone that are of varying thickness, and they're stacked on top of each other to create a retaining wall. So that aesthetic is very different than sort of the aesthetics of other types of stone walls, like boulder walls, because it's a more uniform piece of stone being stacked on top of each other. Oftentimes, this type of wall is found in suburban and inner city areas, where the look is to be a little bit more modern and/or less natural, but still more natural than maybe a concrete wall. So it's a different area. Some of the problems with installing the stone walls really, again, relate to the skill set of the individuals installing them. Because stone walls, in particular, knowing when to install reinforcement material and when not to is critical. The stone walls themselves can have little mass, and thus, as you start gaining height, they can really become susceptible to tipping over from auxiliary loads. So it's really important to have correct retention systems installed behind them and drainage systems. So if someone is not skilled at that, that's going to almost guarantee a failure. One of the advantages to stone walls is the aesthetics. It's a different aesthetic compared to most other retaining walls. A drawback can be that improperly installed, they are subject to failure much more easily than some other wall types. They're also on the more expensive end of our retaining wall offerings. Natural stone tends to cost a little bit more than say some of the concrete products.